immigration officer on fashion in India.
Okay.
Yem quite South America, yem fa Copa America and started. And as expected, Shadrach and Mami images on the Copa America na no. We were all expecting say Lionel Messi and the Argentine national team, the reigning champions, BC from Norway winning. But when you look at the game closely, it had everything. It had chances, it had thrills, it had the excitement. However, no, we were all looking at say Argentina beating Yasha more than 2 goals.
Sure.
And we had the number of chances almost saying it was something else. But clearly you could see that the firepower, the determination, the aura around this Argentine national team, people should watch out for them again. They are a real force to reckon with. And how Omusi caught with the unbeaten run no. Enye mwanzo mbeto asuna Copa America yi. Omakoswa akwaji wo honum. Lionel Messi and the records, he keeps outpouring out. And then rano or chere said DNT or no penny play obetimi ane nambo obetimi nanti obo mwa yentimi kanasem because of his impact or games mu anyhow we see a leading team, and clearly Julian Alvarez too is showing so much promise. I trust that guy so much. I don't know why. And so Man City, Haaland, April 2-3 months. I think they can trust him on every center forward role on Peso Mobile. Okay. But Pep Nana at times overcomplicating Yoma. Julian Alvarez is very capable. And then run open Copa America account. Very good goal. And Lautaro Martinez so DB source. So clearly Argentine will walk. If follow Copa America, even though set time nation there. Yeah, before time but the before no the O2 so for no so the bomb before near so for time. Sure. Say bit me monitor honum. Alano Scaloni looks at again bit me make a good name for himself. No added to the rich trophy haul no after winning the Copa, winning the World Cup, winning the Finalissima, they can also win this time around. And it's set 4-3-3 no all or take it and I say Nyanyoma complex be the right place, the right players at the right positions. A left-footed centre back in Lisandro Martinez, Christian Romero, a trusted soldier at the back, Marcos Acuna always in the setup. Nahuel Molina, World Cup winner, and then played so well for Atletico Madrid this season. Rodrigo De Paul, Leandro Paredes, Alexis McAllister, it was set for them. For the Canadians, JC March, so after say Ofri club football, Ebabi Rem, our national team football, no. There are a lot of things that also settled. Club football and as a national team football in Kasabebre. When you look at him during the presser before the game, he was talking a lot. National team football, some of the key things they say, you don't have a lot of time with your players, and you don't always get to have them at the time. And then also, training regimes are very limited as compared to club football. You training bare 5 days and San Marco game. So and let's see how he builds up this Canadian side, because they are also a talented side. Even though say some of the names are unknown, but gradually who say names need be Jonathan David, Kylaren, Anthony. Alfonso Davis. And then there's this guy in the middle, Estakio, Omunyina by Europa. They are making a good name for themselves. Very soon, the Canadian football will hit a different pedestal. So we monitor Copa America and Chile, and so a game. They are one of the names in there, among for names on BB there, but it's still hovering around Argentina and then Brazil. But as it stands there, Argentina shouldn't find a problem, and I said it shouldn't be difficult for them to win this title. FM. Now let's go to the Euros and let's look at some individual achievements. Sir Prince Akabibre or England, and I agree with him perfectly. Ura Southgate, in fact, in the abundance of men, normally, say onye an elite top class manager, say Anebeba. Gareth Southgate on bonye. Onye bad coach, but in terms of eliteness, uniho. Elite coach being that or establish principles of play or establish run in tournaments and in certain competitions. Eliteness will experience to do things out of nothing and then a pragmatic approach. Or Kasabebre say we need a certain play and as a profile in the person of Calvin Phillips. Any elite manager will go in for the pragmatic solution. Pragmatism is say do whatever works. You look within your squad, create your balance for yourself. She say at least Uchinwe Besheha, Oma way an extra row, Oma way a different rower, a bit me a balance. And it's causing a lot of problems. But let me focus on Abrantier Hurricane and then his special awards. Hurricane, from where I sit, is an elite goal scorer. In fact, one of the perfect gunmen and as one of the strikers, he will be on my top 10 list. Hurricane. Though say onya achievement be for himself in terms of trophies.
Yeah.
But personal achievement, they're winning the Premier League goal king on 2 or more occasions, winning the World Cup goal king, especially he will go down as something special. And then even in the Bundesliga, then Rano obey the first person, and I say obey Machi Wayne Rooney and Michael Owen for scoring in 4 different competitive competitions for England, scoring at the 2018 World Cup, 2020 Euros, 2022 World Cup, and now Emra Unyago with his left foot. So clearly it is telling you, say, the generational talent Abro Sisu or Spurs now go the finishing, the placement, or what do you want home? Ese Alan Shearer pa.
Okay.
When it comes to ball striking, say ball na set him a ball shot, ma Kelly. Me family 9 bobo on him. He knows how to strike the ball well. So I heard the quality of his finishes now. A technique, similar to Openi Alan Shearer. So he living up to the bill as a generational talent is there. Again, in his last 15 games for England too, when you 13 goals were on him. In the last 15 games, was started 13, was share 13 goals.
Okay.
If they get their system working, if he gets the balance right in the middle, now she said Hurricane should be a namer or wrestle and answer or be challenging for the goal king race in this tournament. But then as at now, unknown names be and or Mushe too. Currently, Ukraine Eda from back.
Sure.
And guy no share against Belgium on one share go now forgotten his name. And they say no na image ononi Musiala, the Mbappes, the Ronaldos, the Hurricanes, Edina Enimino. So far, Omunya arrived to the party in terms of the numbers because Jude Bellingham, a popular name, was one. Kylian Mbappe in Shebi, Ronaldo in Shebi, Hurricane in Shebi, Lukaku in Shebi. The names are able to
Slovakia are equalizing.
So Ukraine are
Ukraine rather.
Are equalizing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because I think the Ukrainians need to make a good name for themselves because our first game now, Romania for Eddie Omo perfect level it was shocking to me.
Ivan Schranz.
Now onono 2 goals they say. Onono Slovakia ni and Slovenia ni na Americano. Again, England's record at major tournaments against team my friend Denmark na koye bibi e wo ho. Unse me be kan I say Denmark team no mo harding even though I expect say England for quality no ebe bro omo so no metimi cause problems, but it wasn't the case. In 1992 Euros omo ball 0-0. In the 2002 World Cup, England share 3-0. At the 2020 Euros, England winning by 2-1. So you could see that games against Scotland, as games against Denmark, it's always going to be a difficult game for them. Again, Yenshe dribbles,
Silver
this tournament
Sports.
is for the youth. Kaka, in Krana Omo tournament we under 23 players, under 24 players. Almost have bought top 5 leagues,
Yes.
They are making a good name for themselves, and which is it's to my delight. Say no krano na ajibo na omobon. Now on our screens, the most dribbles completed. Ubenya Yamin Lamar with 7, Ninuya Williams with 6, Jeremy Doku with 6, even though about 1 match.
Yes.
Jamal Musiala about 2 matches with 6, and Doyle so about 1 match with just 6 games. So clearly, it is moving towards the youth. Into a team now with youth. Now betting me trust you more, and I say omo top notch in what they are doing, and they are competitive at their club sides. Not just names and generational talents. Yates omo prospects. Gareth Southgate. You have the luxury of Kobe Menu. You have the luxury of Cole Palmer. You have the luxury of Anthony Gordon. All these guys can give you a perfect balance in terms of midfield and attacking shape. Now look at their numbers. Cole Palmer, 48 games, 27 goals, 15 assists. Onya 1 minute crown boy. Especially when you have failed to be convincing. Especially when you have 5 options to change from. No asashe Anthony Gordon. Also 48 games, 12 goals, 11 assists. Also Sonia Bimboy. It is football now is moving to the youth. They say in Krano, step up the game. Akrano is saying the level of thinking, the technical quality, ne nyoma ye dia shemwa, ya training from academy system abedruno.
Okay.
They can always play Silver, alongside Emmanuel. Now medicine Holland any team a friend of France. I think France will maintain their status quo as one of the favorites. From where I sit, Holland air dark horses, and in our first game, no much be there. But coming up against this French side, a different level of opposition there. But you how Mumie fare out in the Euro qualifiers, no more the same group. France drop just 1 point. I think they drew against Greece away, but they won home and away against Holland. I expect the same thing to happen, even though say Holland ever cause a lot of problems. Only a traditional midfield, no. Holland need copy minus, only Frankie de Jong, only Martin de Roon, but Arthur Vermeeren and a new guy in there, Odio Mabe Rem.
Okay.
He will look like said they will give the French a tough competition, but I trust Deschamps said the experience, then the maturity,
right.
And also another elite manager, Obebo Rena Coman. So I expect both teams to score and France to carry the day. No matter joining Spain. Any Germany.
All right, Mr. Emmanuel Tuffour and your 10 and Canon 98.3 Silver